Bright, aka Ice-T, on 95.7 Pure FM. That's the way I find out. My name is Herbert Mensa.
Okay, Emra, so you're going to some sign about Saturday and the transfer we are seeing now. The pure afternoon sports. Yeah, sorry, so 4 p.m. Definitely one solid hour of quality sports and the Bremono. Andy Garcia has the room or Amanoni Ashe and Samno Kaka. You know, send Europa Games or Europa League the games or na big game woman Benfica and Arsenal. No, so game na no so Tottenham ye in action. Sanso na EPL no so games Kaka ho and also ehon samoha ye de eba. Ye wi ana ye be room so ofie the Black Stars. Also Abrigi camp after 4 days of training. Now 4 days of training, no. The next one, Kotika could be banto be prune it down and yet the number. It's also Yabashe said ye a wholesome SCT Coach Costa Papic. A Black Leopards of South Africa naming as their new head coach and technical manager. Now, just 2 days after leaving Hartlepool. It's a coach no somewhere. And let's not forget, House of Folk send some board meeting a course. So Alhaji Akambi some of the two Janice Animal Winano still at us so why they want some. And so about Santiago board meeting and also want some. There are 4 key issues. In fact, according to your source, there's a management forward. I got two board name and area far trip to Algeria, safe trip, no. And I signing on fees be the Honka. Players almost contract baby also renew board no so questions you to be some management with respect to the second of Maxwell Kunadu and about Nenya way and then the course Sudan whole briefing and the current happenings yeah and the sponsorship on some board no HDA say or say or more ebusa the CEO and also on some yeah they ever Andy I only said the big game big game and big game and games
Thursday night football they say more
regardless
Thursday night a classical crab on Thursday night big game.
Oh they can say and the matches are on the big game and also just
young funny sir
Benfica Arsenal big game
young funny sir
big game yani Alhaji Akambi Chenkobo Nansa Alhaji has been in the news for meaning hearts of go kabia Alhaji din ba amavutim Alhaji chawo no pe ewie na bibia boko de
Bejimuso mpacho kankam na kasa
I can come there Alhaji
because
I want to voice now to you I will say unique the voice in the unique even the baby now Alhaji say hearts of folk would him say Kumasi there hearts of folk fans no omo dokuo no anya sem keto but Nansenio Megukoso has coach a resign, assistant a resign, goalkeeper trainer a resign. In fact, resignations are how do I cost one. Amado Dona Moto, what is happening? Then Nekoso, El Hatufuki.
Can make sure you for you now. But I'm happy. I'm so happy. This afternoon, at least, I can say about some 15-20 minutes. When I saw the post say, Papic are signing my Black Leopard, I think all those insulting this board, especially with me, Dr. Nyao Temaklo, the board chairman, and now Honorable Odote, I think they have to come and apologize to us. Can come, the reason why this man was going. I spoke to one of your sister radio stations just this afternoon.
Pure FM 95.7.
Yes, sir. Board interference. Then up to now, I've never seen any tape. I've met Papa no voice or cassette. There was interference. All you just see in the social media is like say yes, hey, Obama had granted interview and he said so. I called Obama and Mohamed Bissano. He said to me he never had any interview with this man. People are just concocting stories. It was from Kumasi, one of your colleagues, when this man was coming to Ghana. 2-3 months before he came, Sebi, almost fresh board members to be and that the guy was available. When the guy came, they thought he was they were there. It was almost click remember Emma guy and a buyer. They were attacking the man to give them their commission.
Hey, Alhaji, never try.
No, me come.
Station B Kumasia.
And yes, station. I mean radio presenters.
Radio presenters will Kumasia.
Of course.
Omone a linky ma a puppet bar.
No, that was what they claimed. What happened was some 2 months before Patrick will come to House of Folk. I think they've been communicating with him. You know how some of your people do their work. They just say, "Me manage way, me na me the spokesperson. No more prepare to my mom." And at the end of the day, they communicated with a board member in House of Folk. Said the guy is available. That the minute can say that deal that was a coach. We didn't need any coach. At the time we needed the coach, we contacted this man directly. And it's our journalists, and I said that those particular group thought it was their link and the Papana. When he got to Accra, after collecting his money, they were on him to collect their commission. You can find out from Patrick if he will tell you the gospel truth. They know how to create stories, concord stories. A guy about the House of Folk. No, be it can be. Look at imagine what happened Monday evening time between and there. Every radio station, platform, so be it the Alhaji. Hey, not Dr. Nyauta. What is it? And everybody has seen it clearly. That's why I'm saying that they need to come out and apologize to us. Whoever started this thing, Papa Nankasa Patrick never said to us that somebody was interfering in his job. Up to now, there is no any voice. I dare any presenter or put a voice on from the to that. Said this is what has happened. Really, this guy said it. It's just a click. Sabi can come. I mean, listeners, majority of them are just lay people. And one says it's like in the 60s, 70s. And I said, what you know, you can't say radio Muntie, what you can't say, Kakatanuma, box one, near the canyon in a one Odibe. That is how most of the listeners, whether it's true, they don't have access to find out from anybody. And to never turn assume a man or the bad you. You think this coach also signed a contract? He left yesterday evening to South Africa. So on him, the national will he stand? Because on Thursday, board members sat with him to talk to him to rescind that decision. Baby, Friday, they still spoke to him. They said, man, no, but him on Friday, Monday. Monday, no crime of an resignation letter. Some people just put something behind to divert attention.
Alhaji, you are saying, sir, board members spoke to him on rescinding the decision. In the same breath, board members, more press conference, you are saying that coach not created the fishing. The players do not trust him. And then why talk to him to rescind this decision? If that is the
case. No, me back can come. One said beginning, when the whole thing started, when the coach refused, he stood on his words. He wanted to go. We have no option because we have made sure they have thought through all the process now to see what we can do possible to still retain him. And one of the reasons all my players, the problem is with them, among them. They are not ready to work for him. So we thought we need to call the whole players. Now one after the other. Let's hear what is going on. And nobody and more Fatau can say Sebi. When the man told them that no, they don't want him. They don't want him. Almost making among themselves one day our training. When they came, they did not start the training. He just left them. What was the problem? They came to tell him, say, really, coach, the problem is for a war. Because the boys are saying, say, you are putting divisions among themselves. You get me? And these are issues, you know. Definitely, we need to factor all these things as part of what we thought was causing the problem. But we made it clear to him, whatever problem, said in some naba. But not knowing, this man knew what he was doing. And will you tell me that some weeks or months back, he didn't know he was going to Black Leopard? But he kept it to himself. And I'm a boy.
And what I mean clearly, and I just say if you're new in commerce, but I'm no need contract with her to focus to decide to just walk
with it.
Contract no, allow to walk away.
No, let me tell you, I've not cited the contract, but for sure, you can't ban somebody say more move. There could be clauses out of it.
Okay.
There could be clauses in the contract, and for sure, and either the club will take it up.
Alhaji, say, Hearts of Oak, you are without a head coach, without an assistant, without a goalkeeper's trainer. You have a game on Sunday. Fans need worried. Say, it looks like Hearts of Oak, 777 previous. There is no management because there is also no CEO. What is happening?
Kankam, you met me a can say, me pobia to support it. It wasn't our making. Nobody wanted it that way. You get me? Said the corona issue by COVID-19. No, said the BBC. It came. That is where your tough mentality now. You need to display it out. This is the right time. With what we are going through, we need to stay focused. You set the way forward. One minute and you get panic. That when you take a wrong decision. And immediately when we say we need to exercise our patience. And then, like I said, say yes, we are vindicated.
Okay. Alhaji.
Those that were saying they are permanent with what I shown up there, this is what he has done. Let's close.
Okay.
So, we are still working on it. 24 hours round the clock. We are doing everything possible. I'm assuring everybody, says Sebi, the club is doing everything possible to put the right things in order.
Okay. Alhaji, let me say personally. It looks like Oma Boudin fans na say Alhaji Akambi no so addresses adiano in a way and we so. But what personally, Otu Udin bebre sana. O me say I know one day I know umre say Africa de mabre mo match me ho house
no let me tell you one thing, Sebi only top of year Juma a more very strong, tough mentally strong and everything you think of. I'm telling you this. Tobe is the sort of person, he's a fighter. Tobe is a good fighter when it comes to his business or anything you think of.
Pure FM 95.7.
Over a decade, I've learned a lot of things. Don't give up. You have to fight. Like not being started here now. Sorry, me cut my resign. Now later, me about the who say, oh, Alhaji, resignation the crowd. But I will use it. Papa, put an agenda and a POBA. Would it have been the right thing? I mean, I'm a good fighter, as I told you. And to me, man, it doesn't tickle me. Provided me say me come me fita. Amount for a tier radio. They don't have my contact to ask me what is going on, and I've decided not to talk on radio. And then come up to the no make our program machine. Like I said, and this is the third place I'm talking. For so many months now, I've stopped because of these bloggers. Here, you bet you know, and not me say, our program last week can come. I remember I listened to it on Win to Me, and they played the raw tape. When you get some bloggers, some presenters to be that have a bad intention, then somebody will paint you as black. Issue I can't run a file, this issue, no, me can't say study. In Crawford, Casania, man, Sabi, and almost young, I think, but what is going wrong? What is going on in the media? Almost year every home. The only thing they brought me say, Togo and Yan Tanki. You see how people have been mischief.
Not just a wood, you know, how close you are to Togwino. And until you almost say,
no, but never can come. Yeah, Kasa, can't years. When you are educating the public, maybe Kasa says here, I'm out for it, over the whole world. Or be over Japan, classes here, or Kenya, yeah, kind of. And so when you are educating the public, tell them the gospel truth. Agenda. Because you have your own personal agenda now. Program, you edit and remove some of the wordings so that everybody of it say in a different angle.
No, but we respect to your kind, But who say where a lot of people what problem can say, can YouTube, ni Facebook, can trendy. I say one for one share how to vote supporters in the name.
No, neither can come. Is there anything wrong with that? Is there anything wrong with that? I'm a mouth for a picture of the Yakem.
Alhaji, 11 years how to vote with trophies. They say how to vote with resign.
That is, I'm coming over. If they want to say, me resign, they should tell the whole people. They should tell all of us to resign. Why only Alhaji? And now can come. Do I take decision alone in the board? And not to say send a studio. Nana for a cancer and the death and the mission number 3 and number 7. I don't wear any of it. When they are doing their selection, I'm not part of it. You get me? And no one say all the necessary things we need to provide, we have provided to them. And they say, Quack if you are caught a takwa, you do what, nay, Jamu or Basmo, or my never be on bed. You should stay inside the bar. You are compared, you know, about the mom, time so among Cobo, if you are too free in Kai and a pack, you are do there 1 o'clock, or Motivasimo, Monday do a Basimo, from there to they have every cause and then anything to complain about. I like one young way to make it. So we get them the best of the hotel. We get them the best of the food. We get anything the best for them. So have we not done our own side? So what is my own name? Am I part of the selection? Coach and I do more training. Or Felisa winner, but winner on more. Or yeah, the selection is here. Said your corner of failure. Don't I have the right to ask him questions?
Of course you do, because when I'm here the appointing authority, but when time and again coaches for 10, 11 years, house of folk are not doing well, then people will start questioning that. The appointing authorities and also more questions to answer.
No, I know they are telling me. You know, this here, as I said earlier, I spoke to one of your sister radio stations. Said it. If you mind you, our England, how many years? Wow. Again, the way Manu was playing, all of a sudden say, maybe she and Kwa, you almost play that. I said, what is it? Is there any club or training to see Manu ever you are saying? About player recruitment? They are one of the biggest club that spends money. Have they gotten it right? Pastor Aten and Yabutare, we are doing our best.
Okay.
We are doing everything possible. But people, because of the same old mentality issue, guns and to instigate supporters against it. That's the way I see it.
Okay. Alhaji, in fact, Togbe there's the same baby. Togbe General no. Togbe ni baby and because he's a majority shareholder of the club.
Yeah.
But yenim say world over. Team bia say bia obi discover room the way Togbe dey room na. Team no start ekoye. However, there looks like results no meye has instead ye fine. You are doing a fantastic project at Airport my Adiobi Bomabaso. What do you think is the problem with Hatsufo currently, Alhaji?
If you are me, I'm an insider. Automatically can come. If you are me, I'm not saying it. I'll be expecting you. If you are one thing, it's like somebody moving. May you get me? So we said be about what match man. It is old friend say, hey, there's something going wrong behind you coming. And some make any say what you said is true. You get me?
Okay, and what and not on supporters in the Bemuno. Say, Mamma,
Yen Lincoln, come, baby, have a Pocono, there was catches. The whole Ghana, can you tell me, club there, and there was supporters, there were boarders. But the end of crowd for more board. Was there supporters on the board?
No, this time, no supporter.
This is it.
No supporters leadership.
Body, if they don't need the supporters' contribution, trust me, Togbe on his own wisdom. Which has a constitution. No, Obimbe trying to say the board and has a constitution provide a slot on the board among supporters. It is not there. It rather provide a slot for supporters and what management is. But the last one I said now this Arunafuta during my time, Commodore Mensa, no time no. They wrote to us finally after fighting, and they gave us a slot on the management. That was when Aziz Arunafuta represented the supporters on the management. So Togbe on his own wisdom wanted us, all of us, to work together. Something to come closer. Information from the board to get closer to the supporters. One might have opportunity. What is wrong with it?
Supporters being on the board, great idea. But it looks like the man on the board representing supporters, Elvis Herman Hesse, meaning, was he aware of the press conference and because clearly Wababonte said it was not necessary. Say board by yes our press conference.
Okay, but it was necessary. Is that it? What they did, was it necessary?
Supporters demonstrating an idea.
No. Listen, let's get it right. Was it demonstration they did, or it was a press? What do you call it? A press conference normally. No, you have to tell me.
Almost normal demonstrating, but the press were there and gave them the chance.
Oh no. With what I saw,
a press conference.
The release that I saw, he said they were doing a press conference.
Okay.
Demonstration now. How would they have gone to the secretariat?
Exactly. Alhaji, Matia no say, but board in the press conference, no, he's supposed to be a member of the board, but he wasn't aware.
Oh, Mr. Come. I'll be surprised because it was placed on the board. You can say, your platform.
What should be?
Platform. What should be? So no any board member of the catch family said is not aware of it. And after the posting, there was, I think, yes, I think the guy called. He made a follow-up with calls. There was something like this coming on. Whoever that will have the chance to come can come.
My friend.
No, man, can't say your friend. I'm not the one that did it. But I remember. If my memory serves me right.
Oh, okay.
You getting me?
Okay.
I remember as if there was a call to me. Said there's going to be a press conference. 2:00 at the World Trade Center. If I'm free, I can join. And that is it.
Well, Alhaji, Fatau, I'm not for criticizing him for bringing him there, especially knowing he's a professional player. I can't say be a coach. Why coach Koi KBM level? But why bring Fatau in?
Well, let me tell you one thing. Trust me. If this puppet issue has come out earlier, it's my personal opinion though. Going to sign for Black Leopard, say me, but earlier. Who plainly what the man has at the back of his mind. You get me? Without any problem, you are creating problems. You get me? Without problems, you are creating problems. Thursday, Friday, Monday. This morning, you have signed for a club. Will cry now. Apart from me, as I said, I've not seen his contract. But more sure says that issue, they become massive with the bashing and insults and the kind of things I hear from now. I'm sure FIFA will sanction this guy. And I can come to me, boy.
So our contract, yeah, move to me. I'm a FIFA.
This is what I'm saying. Our contract, tendering your resignation. Fine. You have to tell us earlier. You know that's the normal contract. You have to give somebody prior notice for a period. Or else, so immediately there are some compensations and other things. You know, himself, I don't think, like I said earlier, your own colleagues, media people, and then a concoct story. Papa say, that's why I'm still saying it. I dare anybody to bring a voice to me and say, this is where the guy said, we were imposing players or doing this interference in his job. I mean, the media should stop what they are doing. Some of the media people should stop. Some of them should stop. And come home and say, I can't remember the last day I spoke on radio. Some of them, I tell you always, because of the bloggers. And because of the way some of your colleagues behave. Ube kasa used to see how they are tuning and headline be
Pure FM 95.7.
Alhaji said all Heart of Oak supporters are fools. I mean, we can never find we can come.
Oh.
But Obi Wawa, can Obi Kinana Panya. No, hey, Alhaji Noka say we are fools. Is that what I said?
I know the Alhaji seriously to
this
have.
Is what I'm saying.
Yes, or can
people are listening to you. Your station, quietly. You get me? But when people are doing, I'm a human being. I have my family. I have my integrity to protect.
Pure FM.
I'm coming from a very big family. And yet I come from a big family in Accra here. But why? Sorry, maybe he may not even get a watchman to do in your house. But because radio I have for telephone or kutane and they almost some of them put your radio almost platform no can. But how many of them will have access to me? Because in the new you see what people will be writing. But it is the gospel truth. Yeah. I'm happy, sir. We have been vindicated. Just less than 24 hours. We've been vindicated. Nyankopono was so no. Or say you now.
Definitely.
Nyankopono was so no. On your alateni. Nyankopon no was no onya me krom ne ya leteni but onya leteni obeka say obe favor me never when people are doing things let them be let them be very
Pure FM 95.7
that's because Alhaji being in there obi wo ho kwa hwe me kai ye ne kotoko wo kumase supporters written amenim Alhaji Akambi no oye kwati ane ono no oye se mene ye original chairman na ejina ho and obisa ba ko Alhaji no kwa onim no ba ko me say I am no and meanwhile he doesn't even know me making an name or did he just because what he's listening to on radio station.
Alhaji, one of the things somebody boss wopano I mean can not clear no players wo team ni mu players wo team ni mu
no maybe you can do your own investigation when they come with their own name.
Matia, the investigation, but they also make a carry weight.
I'm telling you on authority, listen. Before you join House of Folk as a board member, it is clearly there with the board chairman has made it clear. No any board member will own any player in House of Folk. NCC chairman, he was managing Fatah before he came. Immediately after winning his election. Before, that was the first advice I gave to him. I told him, say, no, you can't join Hasselhoff board while you are managing a player in Hasselhoff. He revoked that contract with the man, and the guy had to go and look for another manager. And he had a manager player or Hasselhoff.
And I idea because of some negotiating contracts, you need to know
hear me. And not every player that comes. If there is the need for me, Ebia Alhaji must sell. Also, never come. You get me? Pure
FM 95.7.
So does it mean I own the player?
No. Alhaji, free supporters in the call board and to base our point to us. I was thinking that also the supporters have a very good relationship based on the fact that free Omumuna and Marco. Why? What is happening?
I have a very, very good relationship with the supporters. As I'm talking to you now, I still control a certain constituency. That one day nobody can take it away. You get me? Say Donald Trump or Nobium as the president, but he still have his supporters. And I'm
but Donald Trump example, no, a Republican leadership no support no. It no NCC supporters no leadership no.
During my time, and let me tell you, you can't hear me. What was all this hatred from? May his soul rest in peace. Joe, I contested him. He was I contested him and I won. His supporters, in everybody, to that day, from that election day, the payment left. They told me point blank, we will make your tenure ungovernable. People said it openly. Indeed, I will not be surprised. You getting me? Mr. Minim said, a code a kind of like football. We still have football. We have life after football. Through football, we are more or less more than a family now. This is how it's supposed to be. We all do things together. The people are personalizing issues. People personalize issues so much in football, which I don't think is the best. That is what I'm seeing.
Okay. How soon has a folk for being a CEO?
I cannot say anything about it.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Me rephrase, if you are not CEO, how soon should the supporters expect say Mubenya coach?
Oh, I'm not the only board member. We are talking.
Oh, okay.
We are working towards it. Very hard.
Oh, okay.
And when it's ready, we'll come out officially and tell the whole world.
Alhaji, board Mushia, knowing that Hearts of Oak for years, more than a decade, without any trophy, and Hearts of Oak are not doing. We was only a Manchester example, no? But Manchester within that time when we win Europa League, and then some other trophies. Moment then there, no trophy. Board
no trophy there. Man win the President's Cup.
Invitational tournament. And the ceremony
ceremony there is a cup.
How's the book then I'm yet to turn things around as a board for hearts of folk. No matter getting back to Canadian, I'm pride them as continental club masters.
Exactly. And then I made my example with Man U. Mostly, I don't know air corner. None of us is happy. Because if you look at what Toby is doing to raise this club to a certain level now, and we are still not getting it. All of us, everybody gets, surprised. But we are still pushing for it. If you say, I've been doing it, I'm not getting. It's like, Bombay. Maybe I said, sorry. One day now, sorry, and come miss it. The Bruna worry. Every time we cut by ball, Yanko Pump Michelle. Mamma share or by the oil good, and I'm in worrying. So when share, will you stop praying? You keep on praying. You keep on hard. We are still working hard. That will get to that rhythm. That's the way I see it. We are working very, very hard. More than the way you think of.
But like said, the Togbeye BBR results in May isn't a case of doing the same thing and expecting different results. Other than moon changing strategy in Accra.
No, Viva, Obia Wanaji, and Nasi, say, Doc said it in his presentation. Matter, we went through a whole, it's a global issue. Exactly 1 year now. We all saw what we went through. It's a global problem. If you are by now, you could have seen some recent things. Where are all this money is coming from? Like I said in one of your radio, your sister station. Between January, if I tell you the money that Toby has put into this class.
Pure FM 95.7.
Nobody. You get it? The Argentina pay on Yasum dream. Some of us over there, or let's say the board members, and all the money from us is just the support. The moi. So what is it? What you are saying to me immediately, it will never be a surprise to me. Even most countries, clubs are spending much. Maybe they are still not getting it, but they know, definitely they will get there. Liverpool, international for 30 years, but eventually they made it. But nobody wants to keep long like 10 years when we are.
Okay. Well, Alhaji, anyway, but a Liverpool example, we the Champions League 2 within that time, though. But Alhaji, fans nominate you. Oma Kumano and me have the friends I minimum no. I be happy cry. Just say, Obo say kwa moto. There are some na be catch fans.
Oh, you make me catch your supporters. Especially in Ashanti region, like I said, chapter 9 for concerned supporters. Chapter half, I know how people will be feeling, especially no Mubekina, Alhaji. Wow. And most of them will not even pick a phone and call. Alhaji, is there any element of truth? Who actually more actual? But you make me catch on say, oh, you can't command to me with what has happened just today. I vindicated all of us said nobody sacked this coach. Even upon all what we came up with, said or none or resigning. Among tree. Why did he resign? There were interference. And no appeal who said it was never interference.
Pure FM 95.7.
Exactly. Baby, I come for coil. The coach was here. I mean, because the goalkeeper's trainer was here with them. I mean, the man went through a whole lot. So they said it was at their own level. He decided to leave. But one issue again I want the whole world to know. Goalkeeper's trainer was resigning that 1 month plus ago. He tendered his resignation letter. With this man telling you today.
But he was opposed. Basano or Yejuma?
No, Yejuma. With Coach Papich, he tendered his resignation letter. Papich called him, spoke to him, and he withdrew it. And he can come say, "Yewa, Nipana Okwana." Most of us knew he was going because we were informed he had tendered his resignation.
Anyway, assistant coach, then beside and also my information, Kaka. Assistant coach.
No, this is what I'm talking about. Someone tendered a resignation letter over a month ago, and the coach spoke to him and he withdrew it. And he said, "And the coach now on the Kataya no all corner." Say, "What can you say?"
No,
they all tendered their resignation letter the same day.
No, Alhaji Meka, I'm talking about goalkeeper's trainer. The Matthias say, but Meka as I be the assistant coach or no di can jai.
No, assistant coach, honestly, can come. If I can tell you that the only thing they meant PM was accommodation problem.
But I'm not saying obey Juma with accommodation, Papich by
No. Let me tell you. Sabi, can come the idea you do my next year. When they are paying you a salary and your allowances and everything, they can't even have made the mouth. Yes. So for sure, the salary are all general, including everything. In Hearts of Oak, what I know, local coaches will never, even so your head coach will never give you accommodation.
Papich man accommodation.
Means the local coaches.
Oh, okay.
Will never do that. And I remember there was a time when I heard about it. I was like, Shadi, you take your salaries from your bank. This salary, salary. And most of all these banks, almost can loan, especially those salary workers. Less than 1 hour, 2 hours, you pay the amount. So, say, me, pay dime, and Kobima was coming out. Between me and you, the next few months, Kobima will be ready. Everybody will be moving to Kobima. So, that was what I knew. But later, I got to know, say, there were some, a contract, a fact. The man before out of his money and out of his salary. He was the man which they agreed with the then CEO. You get him? It was just last week, and I knew very well the administrator was even the day he was leaving. I was told the administrator engaged him. So within the week, he's doing everything possible to raise the money for him. And mom said, "That's your call."
A sad situation. But like per practices, I mean, even in Ghana, local or foreign coaches or more accommodation. So how to folk decide this is only foreign coaches accommodation. You might not be able to attract some of the best coaches in our system.
No. That's me about who do salary. Neighbor can come. Baby, you do man. O transportation can scan out.
Matthias, but say ejuma me be an ejuma. Say transfer me some Angel FM Accra. Ejuma be provide accommodation and mama because they know that.
Neighbor, Masa, there will be a area, even players background. We know that player not only baby or baby. For sure, the first week in our urban, you better hotel but in a hash. For a certain period that you need to move to wherever you are going to stay. And maybe even in the ministry, wherever you go, you transfer of power. Obia on the time, area time is saying, Obey to your hotel, Mama, what can they be of the and your accommodation, your transportation, your feeding allowance, everything will be captured in your salary. This is how it's done everywhere.
It's a coach the salary, no accommodation allowance room.
Me actually will say nobody will give you a salary. The gross, no, happen different things are would not have gross. Kanamebo, and some of the tax the amount government. Your take home pay no wage. Your send them our account. Can you tell me?
But if you are your amount pay slip now, who say accommodation allowance, if you 1,000, if you clothing allowance, you see.
Yeah.
And some maybe a basic salary.
Exactly what I'm saying.
Mama, their neighbor owning sir.
No, what I'm telling you, no, answer. Whatever, no, at the end of the day, whatever you are taking, the gross, no, comprises of different figures.
That is spelled out.
Pardon me.
Say, I'm spelling it out.
No, what I know can come. All the monies are being transferred to your bank. Whatever you have will be in your contract. And you know what you are going to take.
Okay.
I worked in the bank for 18 years. That time I was in Mexican bank on the most straight. But I have a slip that will specify. And banks in that time, you fortnightly, 2 weeks.
And no coach, no representatives, no say. Be anywhere when I make salary, I'm trying to say accommodation allowance.
I can't listen. I cannot talk for that. I never saw his contract. I did not do his contract. But I'm telling you, sir, basic, normal, you can't say salary, bank. That is how it's supposed to be. Or that is how it is.
Oh, okay. Alhaji, how the fuck Benjamin? Okay, sorry, Alhaji Twazo.
The pastor said, is there any way you have a cloud salary? You can say, 100 million. No. What are the contents of the 100 million? If they are when they came in newly, you're supposed to ask for all those things. That is where the negotiation issues are now. You need to find out all those things.
Okay.
With what I know, as a retired banker, maybe I know what to ask and what not to ask. If you give me a figure, what comprises to this figure? Push you money 100 million. What is it? Does it include fuel allowances? Does it include accommodation, feeding, clothing, all those things?
Pure FM 95.7.
The Makwa Amosika for your parents. You'll be giving money, allowances for your parents.
And bank there.
They do that.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying.
And also we introduce you how to for Ghana. Alhaji, how soon now how to vote for supporters in Renimu? Some Ubenya head coach, assistant, and goalkeeper trainer. Is it before the game? How many dreams we born? And I say, what dreams now?
Oh, your next match, and I say,
sorry, dwarfs.
Exactly. Come. There be a Meti and I'm a board member. We take decisions for the club. There are those who have been running the day-to-day activities. And now you need coach, you need trainer, keeper trainer, you need assistant. I'm sure they are communicating and cooperate the babies but I'm sure. Because I don't know, criminal, I know, be so in the court. And then also said they wanted to come in. So it is the responsibilities of the officer. They will have to check on all those things and see the comfortable one. I almost really say this is it. Then those that are to work on those ones will work on it. But I'm sure that yes, we are so we are working towards it seriously.
Alhaji, that's CPA for your time.
And then the vindication is very important for me. The supporters should see really nobody sacked package. He knew his plan. He wanted to go.
FM 95.7.
Wish him all the best.
Alhaji Akambi, a director of Hearts of Oak. He sits on the board as one of the board members. Said no. Na ode ensema ho dot obi ene Alhaji ene na din komo na we search na ever dark settings komo
very well
but anyway but Alhaji asemo kan fine interview. I asked him a question. Maybe I mean, yeah, you know, my kaka. But the free Mr. Puppet no contract we had to.
Yeah, no,
just like you said the last time.
No contract. There was more like try and error. Brana share Juma senior. The obey to me ayena. So buying so na far nisa. Inti. That was the situation. But se Puppet kase ne let anymore kase. Hearts of Oak were in a state of hopelessness there. I'm not too sure say that Obi Betsna sa state of hopelessness nim. Inti Puppet adjoining Black Leopards and
yes, I was joining Black Leopards yeah. And in fact the last time Sadiq Adams catcher is Puppet will office bigger.
Yeah.
But he wanted to work with Heart to Folk.
Yeah.
But enough, you feel say he's being frustrated.
Absolutely.
This is it. Then Alhaji Akambi said rather no more vindicated.
Oh no.
Say Puppet to call ne ya kwenye jumai.
Na nti anka ontena fiana. Sanka sa no pe anka nipa ne tifie na otifie sa. Dabi.
But they na or Puppet here juma no ni contract.
Oh, say chama. Eno na ni nyina mu na nka wo say board ne address no. Wo de coach afiama no ne aba oni contract. Na mo tene ho. Until he feels maybe in South Africa they are much more serious about the business of football. Until the vindication, I don't know where it's coming from. And Alhaji, with all due respect, Alhaji, you are engaging in emotional blackmail. What you are doing is emotional blackmail. You know what you are saying. A lot of them, you know it. But Papa Chikointi, House of Folk, me, I say my horror myself from case we home. Me can ball or more quackable, but so my administrative issues we no there. I think I have to wash my hands off all of this situation because it's evidence has been your trophy, you know. 300 years.
Oh, dang.
I'm telling you. Now, Papa, he also a fighter. Or a fighter.
Aye.
So they are fighting. Don't you fight on? I'm fighting on Monko. At the end of the day,
because the Puppet name is on some kind of gravy. So only contract and pa. Okay, say Puppet in an interview Kumasi FM. Yes, and Kasawa. That day now.
Yeah.
Ebusano say I don't know whether with our contract.
Okay, Mekai's case no pa Mekai.
Aha. And what kind of contract?
No, Vincent so Odote didn't buy. Vincent so Odote didn't buy. Me asked whether some journalists be can or whichever. What I know is he was brought on board by a board member. So, Brad, now I say at the end of now from first one, baby.
We are sure say journalists in the DNA, journalists linky. I've done it before. A friend says Steve Pollack. When Steve Pollack left some time ago, no can find our core, you know. Coming back to Chelsea, I was very instrumental in Mekai. I know those have you very close. And I was just a madam for no I'm saying. So I gave him the number ma omo and I said no just I'm didn't buy. What important I say. Me I just did that. No, because they do a down for. I'm sure the journalists know if you are down for the Puppet.
Yeah.
And maybe also LNK Odote to him.
The core issue. The core issue is supporters see in fear do bakunye. House of Folk in Puntu Obia Maya.
And that trophy keko. Just a house. Second grown.
See the look, Alhaji. Say old brony in the buy any day. What could diamond $1,400? Watch diamond. But Unia Ghana need Uncle Bank and Koji loan. No Uncle Hine dine one cry. Now who Pam as an assistant coach. Dine or Cotonga now the Comawine. Oh, in some more, they're more yeno. And you're fine. And you're fine, cry. Just say, I thought even Alhaji will be apologizing. They
are vindicated.
Vindicated.
Yes.
So Bronino every Ghana how could you Jumaye? Yanti Kromana Vaspinto. Manuel Vaspinto Bell memoir when the 1 week no sanko ni Chrome. I'll compensate you. House of Folk there, on administrative issues with there, it will take more than 30 years. I bet more than 30 years and son a House of Folk.
Unless say no master. Oh, because I don't know me Busam say. So yeah, the other say I don't change strategy.
They are fighters. Only fighters. They never give up. They are fighters. They are fighters. They never give up. Until they are not willing to listen to anyone. So be it. So be it. I'm done with House of Folk. House of Folk stories, no. Or more administrative issues, we know. And I don't know.
Sunday. live on Star Times. And the thing is that every Heart of Oak fan will have the opportunity to watch it. And I'm sure that we also have players in your Winima fans in Akuma Tom Yemgaka. Say under 15 coach in the Diombo.
Yeah, under 15. Ninoy. Ninoy nebe handle. Very, I think he's a young coach. Ninoy, I was saying me, but I'm not impressed at all. I'm not impressed at all with Heart of Oak situations now. Situation and say Papish corner they are vindicated there. So be it, and Papish is gone.
Well, and then it says that Santiago Council board meeting, no issues. Some more address. And then it says $120,000 Sika management so here for the set game.
Okay.
$120,000. Sana yati, but yeah, trying to be but we are not getting through to management in Pennyforty because of the board meeting and other issues. So the must. In fact, this is the first board meeting in a long time. I think since I'm possibly taking you over because as a board meeting is now maybe we have a boom. Now we have a boom. But now, so monitor. I'm sure somebody match now.
Yeah,
you bring information on the meeting, no? Yeah. At the Ababako also free Ghana China. Ego certif. Sa Santiago ko non players no. Omu nyina test positive. When obi am can't say serious. Obi. When obi am can radio so crunch red. Say na. How much that? And I go for am go about 3 or measure 3. Right? You can say go so winning match. No matter winning board dey be to see. There are times when it get the best team the winning game.
Yeah.
Mourinho na kan san sem tire so ne Barcelona ebo no.
What can Mourinho what can Alhaji as okay. Osi Man U ni Liverpool cha mu che as on we jika.
Ati
Alhaji.
I'll say Mourinho say Barcelona because Barcelona is the best team in the world, but he had to devise a strategy to beat them within okay.
Yeah.
And he go say the same thing. But a team that wants to do that good, no. Go Friday and minim there, but gotta come the charter flight because Algeria say you need a air flight to Algeria. It means say the air Morocco because Morocco before Mbekwa and I say Bibisa. Now Kodura Kodo go change go do usi Friday, free Friday now. What go do Saturday? Saturday no udura. O training mandatory training area. How the fancy match Sunday no. Na ube COVID test no Saturday now. Sebano be a positive. Yeah, the Brahma Sunday and part of Bona. And how much is a council 11 great to genuinely problem?
I'm sure.
Then they do a
11. A problem. Skasem a problem.
No, but
chairman.
And it's a board fund. They are not helping. And I also suspect something with the board. Board for no impenim kakra your mom say you have promised of 30,000. Who promised of 30,000? Kodoko needs money to travel. Because the board no already you decided say this is the amount of money a chat to and I say be a management just mean some of on budget and come on da. Say your return leg no this is how much it will cost.
Yeah.
Even before you play the first leg, how much you need for the second leg.
Yeah.
Mo bobo mo hako. And I say be a Canadian be about say first near Dr. Akambi in his come on. It's almost board for years person Dr. Akambi is go to Iska.
Dr. Chede or Jane who
and I say I'm saying names
or Dr. Chede who pa.
Nobody na ba ni your mom say na aska for kuku down no.
Chairman.
Yan try mo meeting me never say the Bisako but now said to Joseph 4 more for Akambi. Okay. No program for Akambi is not going anywhere. Okay. As I was excited about what's happening with that.
Absolutely.
A hard dream. But anyway, sanity. You see, Andy, if I bought for the brand, sorry, Swena. Mom said phone lines name blink. I'm for some them. Fabo for the brand you.
Chairman Unique ED Ventures yenda omasi omo ewa asafu Unique ED Ventures say bra bibia printing ombe trying to correct the amount say general printing and open brand solution and as a billboard SD and I say we no ebia t-shirt and open screen printing heat transfer and as embroidery we dey buy be na kama party am so and schools no more house jerseys mon famra na yenye nyina kama enfama Unique ED Ventures ewo asafu o from 0544 40 402711 0544402711 now no enso etimi abonkobo migu sume ka se pakum capsules bema GB ene fa kofi na adwuma obetimi abona na dwi enya asem keto akra eye pakum capsules eno ena me kan for dem ema no so ejejanikio 442 menstrual pains asibetu sanso ena offensive orders no nyina no ebeyi ede free so raw garlic mixture so eboa na boost immune system wa ananseta cho no ebetimi aboa ma moja na timi circulate kama na pomuden enso etimi aba wo kwa bia eto adro bia wo so ope eye pakum jenikio ena fe rock garlic mixture ne bi na wonso watimi anonum bi kama sanso ena make say trade winds chemist ena edi for pain tablet edi abayenom na etu oyawa sedi amaye yo for pain syrup ena yankwada de antipenefo ena ememene tablet na nkora nso anom suspension na aboa pa sanso na trouser 500 ayen sunsuno tablet and suspension so antipenefo enom tablet na chese nkora nso atimi anom suspension na chese sunsuno bi etu asia kama edi ama Radios cough syrup enso eja so your Radios baby Radios junior ena fe Radios adult unya bia ewa cold ene kata asia betu kama edi ama leading pharmacies and chemicals of BMO urama unsabeka bi trade winds ewo eja industrial area wom eben CCC unsabetimi akoma Dr. Grace Bodu ewo Grace Gift Herbal Clinical Laboratory Services so so de bra na stroke yamwadi entu ase diabetes hypertension hepatitis malaria typhoid fever afi ulcer prostate cancer prostate enlargement any skin infection penis infection and afi penis enlargement exclusive vaginal steaming no syphilis and afi fibroid yabwani etimi to ase awo yebema wetimi anya bi sanso na mo yare bia no ni nyina Dr. Grace Bodu na ode kona so ewo Oshim School Junction Barakasi Road no na ebuako Kuforidia Gulf Filling Station wo kwa unsabetini aka no frɛ no 0246518003 0246518003 na one Dr. Grace Bodu enso etimi abonkomo Shanu so say Adonko original hand sanitizer no bomodi nanya bi na fefa unsa kama se de be ya covid bia enso emabetwitwa wakwamo na bibia enso etima ye kama sanso ena Adonko next level premium energy drink no maka cho say eno ani energy drink a ese obi a enso enum bi e Adonko next level premium energy drink ena e wose ni padua no uma bi kom atase na che say energy enso etimi aba na bibia enso etima ye kama eno enya asem ketu akra no na enya abonti ebe ya ne asore wati ase no na enya abo ebe ya ne asore na drive team na betena se eno eye selector sebo ena fe DJ Aroma omo ebetena se ena ye Thursday enti unim se eye den a face to face ebeba so ne enti eno ne se odi no obekoso na se fidie na da ha eye 95.7 fidie na ha na bibia enso enti manya kama eno enye asem ketu akra enti no eno eye serious yete nyame admo china na che se ye ba ifia da na ye TV
okay nyame admo china ye ba de aka nyina na ye de beto aso the amati for me pia wantinti
so she
na no anymore na me any drive team no on my set and also more special package we pa nya sem keto it don't miss it from now till 7 DJ Roman Nico Boss answer na miss miss asem na mbeke ode international de sorry so na zakwa no akwa ode okay nyame adoma chira you be saying Asia House of Folk all the latest and some no said ye esi ko nyina na e bia ka nyina no e be to am so me dey bright kankabodu yakram uncle